Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there is something regarding Gachagua said in a press briefing before he was impeached by the National Assembly. And this was in response to how he has amassed wealth. In fact, the issue has been about 5.7 billion Kenyan shillings that Gachagua has been able to amass in 2 years' time. So Gachagua, in his response, he was clear that he has been in the private sector for 15 years. This was after he was being fired as a DO when he mismanaged food relief made for the people in where he was actually representing as a DO. Now, he is clear that he was an astute businessman for the past 15 years. And this was during the Kibaki era. There is something he's saying here. During Kibaki era, things were working, economy was strong, business environment was right, there was room to make money. That's what Gachagua is describing, how he made money and under whose regime, and what was able to help him make money. What is the meaning of this to the current regime where Gachagua is now serving as a deputy president?
My life did not start as deputy president. I left university in 1989 and served the public for 15 years up to the year 2002. I left for the private sector for another 15 years. In those 15 years, I was a very astute businessman. And luckily for me, maybe of you are not that lucky, it was during the Kibaki era when things were working. The economy was strong, business environment was right, and there was room to make money. And I made money that time. Those are old companies, and they are not trading. And when I became deputy president, a few companies that owned properties, I transferred to my children, and I told them to continue doing business and not to do business with the government because I don't want conflict of interest. I want to confirm to the people of Kenya tonight that no company owned by my children has ever done business with the government, and I'm demanding for proof from the Honorable Mutuse or anybody else linking the Rigathi Gachagua family with business deals with the Kenya government. I agreed with my children that they do business with the private sector, do farming, and run the family business that I bequeathed them. These companies are all listed.
Now, as we continue with the panel discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, Gachagua is describing how he made his money, and the administration we had at that time. He went on to invoke the late Kibaki name. I asked myself one question. What is the intention of Rigathi Gachagua mentioning Kibaki in terms of providing an enabling environment for business to thrive that help him to make money and any other business person who was trading? Indeed, Kibaki was one of the best presidents because there was no problem with employment. If there was, not as rampant as we are having today. We don't have this much problem, including protest after protest. Now, that was Kibaki. The question people are asking themselves, nimeona sana, what about the era in which Gachagua is serving as a deputy? And what is Gachagua telling us about William Samoei Ruto? Has Ruto and Gachagua provided an enabling environment for business to thrive so that young Kenyans can as well make money the same way Rigathi Gachagua was able to make money during Kibaki era? Gachagua is telling us and William Ruto himself that he has failed this country because they have never provided an enabling environment for business to thrive. We can't make money under William Ruto. That is the message. Instead, we lose more. This is the government that has taxed the last coin in our pocket. But for Kibaki understood, he even went on to remove taxes on a motorbike. Hata magari zilipunguzwa. Hizi Probox zilikuwa zinakuja hapa bila tax. Sasa hizi enda uone bei ya Probox. That time it was just only going for 200,000. Sasa hizi enda uangalie. Kibaki allowed people to bring in the motorbikes, to open the transport system to the market from farm. He made transport easy and affordable so that farmers and business people can access the market, and even consumers can as well access the market cheaply. So when motorbikes came here, Nama Probox, that's the time now he put a tax kwa hizo. You bring free importation and sell it at affordable price, tax ikakuja pale, and he made money to run the government. Hii serikali yenye tuko nayo, it want to tax like, wanataka kuchukua nusu ya hiyo pesa tu importation, as if they have a way of manufacturing these motorbikes, motor vehicle. It's very high. So Gachagua is telling us that in the current regime we are having, they have made it very hard for everyone in this country to survive. Moi, if you have, not Moi, Kibaki, if you have little money, you put in the business, it is going to have a return, and there will be value for your money. Under this regime, even Kenyans living in diaspora, working in diaspora, it has become hard for them to trust this economy, to invest their hard-earned money in this economy. Watu wameka tu pesa zao kwa fixed account sasa. Wakiangalia hii economy wanaogopa kuweka ndani pesa. Investors are walking away from Kenya. Gachagua is telling us that William Ruto is the worst. Why? Because we can see investors are walking away from this country. Many youth are becoming jobless simply because investors are going away. The Finance Bill 2023, yenye ilikuwa kuja 2024, it has made it so hard for investors to work here. 16% was huge. Even with 8% of Uhuru Kenyatta, Kenyans were still complaining. The man who came in, he doubled. And his thinking is to increase to 21 or 22% before he leave office. If it were not for Gen Zs, we will be there. So, Gachagua is telling us that Ruto is the worst. Under their economy, under their leadership, the economy is not working. The man who has forced Kenyans to the street, we cannot finish a week without a protest. Why? Because he has made it very hard for anything to work for anyone in this country. No development, over taxation, fake promises. unemployment rate going high. That's where we are. But when you hear Gachagua describing how he made his money, in Kibaki era things were working, economy was strong. Hey, what about now? Business environment was right. Do we have a right business environment today? Do we have room to make money the way Gachagua was making under Kibaki? The answer is no. So this statement was meant to confirm to us that the current regime is one of the worst when it comes to providing an enabling environment for business to thrive. We can't make money the same way these people used to make during their time. They have forced us with our money just reduced to hand to mouth. The shilling has lost value. It is borrowing without development. It is promise without delivery. That is what we have been subjected to. So the era of William Ruto is the worst. Because now Gachagua is going back, he should have told us that under this regime, we have provided an enabling environment. Business are thriving. That's how I have made my money to this level. He's not saying so. Because this regime has poisoned the environment for business. That's information from Gachagua to Kenyans. Ruto is the worst. Simple.